I found out my fiancé was still married to his ex-wife after 18 months of engagement. I, 32F, need to share this story because even 3 years later, I still can't believe I lived through it. This is about Ben, the man I almost married. The man who was already married to someone else the entire time. How we met. I met Ben, 37M, at a networking event for financial professionals. I'm a CPA. He ran his own financial consulting firm. He was charming, confident, successful. Made me laugh within the first 5 minutes of conversation. We exchanged numbers. He texted me the next day asking me to dinner. First date was amazing. He was attentive, asked great questions, seemed genuinely interested in my life and career. Mentioned he was divorced with a 9-year-old daughter named Sophie. The divorce was amicable, he said. Rachel and I are still friends. We co-parent really well. No drama. That should have been my first warning sign. Not that he was divorced with a kid, that's fine. But the way he emphasized no drama like he was trying to convince me. But I was smitten. So, I ignored my gut. The early days. The first 6 months were great. Ben was romantic. Planned thoughtful dates. Surprised me with flowers. Texted me good morning every day. He introduced me to Sophie after 3 months. She was sweet, a little shy, but warmed up to me quickly. My dad really likes you, she told me one afternoon while we were coloring. He talks about you all the time. I met his parents, his friends. Everyone welcomed me warmly. The only person I hadn't met was Rachel, his ex-wife. She's busy with work, Ben would say whenever I brought it up. You'll meet her eventually. She's excited to meet you. 6 months in, Ben proposed. We were on vacation in Napa. He got down on one knee at a winery, overlooking the vineyards. The ring was beautiful, 2-carat diamond, platinum band, clearly expensive. I know it's fast, he said, but when you know, you know. Will you marry me? I said yes. I called my mom immediately. She was thrilled. My friends were thrilled. Everyone was so happy for me. Except one friend. My best friend Sarah. 6 months is really fast, she said carefully. And you haven't even met his ex-wife yet. They're divorced. It doesn't matter. It matters when there's a kid involved. You'll be co-parenting with this woman eventually. I will meet her. Ben said we'll all have dinner soon. When? Soon. That dinner never happened. Moving in together. 8 months into our engagement, Ben suggested we move in together. I'm looking at houses, he said. Big enough for all of us, you, me, and Sophie when she's here. What about your current place? It's too small. Time for an upgrade. Want to look with me? We found a beautiful 4-bedroom house in a great neighborhood. Good schools, close to both our jobs, perfect. The down payment was $120,000. Ben put down $70,000. I put down $50,000. We'll split it proportionally when we sell, he said. But this is our future home. Our family home. I signed the paperwork without a second thought. We moved in 2 weeks later. Rachel's key. About a month after we moved in, I came home early from work. Found Rachel in my kitchen. She was making coffee completely comfortable, like she belonged there. Oh. You must be Emily. She smiled warmly. I'm Rachel. So nice to finally meet you. I stood there, frozen. How did you get in? She held up a key. Ben gave me one for emergencies. You know, in case Sophie forgets something or needs to be picked up. He gave you a key to our house. Well, technically it's his house too. She laughed. Sorry, didn't mean it like that. It's your house too, obviously. I just meant for Sophie. It's easier if I can just let myself in when I drop her off. Every alarm bell in my head was ringing. Does Ben know you're here? Oh, yeah, I texted him. Sophie left her retainer. I was just grabbing it. She finished her coffee, chatted for another 10 minutes about Sophie's school project, then left. I called Ben immediately. Why does Rachel have a key to our house? For emergencies. I told you that. You didn't tell me you gave your ex-wife a key to our home. Ex-wife, Emily. Ex. She's not a threat. We're just co-parents. Co-parents don't need keys to each other's houses. He sighed. Can we talk about this when I get home? You're overreacting. I wasn't overreacting, but I let it go. Rachel was everywhere. She showed up at Ben's parents' house for Sunday dinners. It's important for Sophie to see her whole family together, Ben's mom explained. She came to Sophie's soccer games and sat with us. Made small talk. Asked about my work. Acting like we were all one big happy blended family. She texted Ben constantly. I'd see his phone light up with messages from her at all hours. Sophie needs new cleats. Can you pick up Sophie early tomorrow? Sophie wants to know if you can help with her science project. Always about Sophie. Always reasonable, but also constant. Why doesn't she text you during reasonable hours? I asked once. She does. You're being paranoid. She texted you at 10 p.m. last night about Sophie's dentist appointment. So? We're co-parents. We coordinate schedules. I felt crazy. Like I was being jealous and insecure about a perfectly healthy co-parenting relationship. But something felt wrong. Sophie's slip. The truth came out because of Sophie. We were having breakfast. Just me and Sophie. Ben had already left for work. Sophie was eating cereal, swinging her legs under the table. I like this house better than the old house, she said. Yeah? Why is that? It's bigger. And my room is pink. I always wanted a pink room. Your room at your mom's house isn't pink. She looked confused. My mom doesn't have a house. She lives with Dad. I froze. What? Well, she used to live with Dad at the old house. Now she lives with Dad here. Sophie, your mom doesn't live here. Yes, she does. She sleeps in Dad's room when I'm here. The room tilted. What do you mean she sleeps in Dad's room? When I stay over, Mom sleeps in Dad's bed. She says it's so she can be close if I have a nightmare. I couldn't breathe. How often does your mom sleep here? Every time I'm here. Is that bad? Did I say something wrong?
No, sweetie.
You didn't do anything wrong. But I was dying inside. The confrontation, part 1. I called Ben immediately. Come home. Now. I'm in a meeting. I don't care. Come home, or I'm leaving and you'll never see me again. He came home. Found me in the living room, suitcase half-packed. What's going on? Sophie told me Rachel sleeps here. His face went white. In your bed. When Sophie's here. Is that true? It's not what you think. Is it true? Yes, but... I started shaking. You've been sleeping with your ex-wife in our house while I'm at work?
No.
It's not like that. She stays over sometimes when Sophie's here. She sleeps in my room, but I sleep on the couch. You sleep on the couch in your own house so your ex-wife can sleep in your bed? It's for Sophie. She feels more secure when her mom is here. Then Rachel should sleep on the couch. Or in the guest room. Or better yet, at her own house. She doesn't have her own place right now. I stared at him. What? She's between apartments. She's been staying here temporarily. How long? What? How long has she been living here? Since we moved in. I sat down before I fell down. You moved your ex-wife into our house without telling me? It was temporary. It's been 3 months. She's looking for a place. Get out. Emily. Get out of this room. I need to think. He left. I sat there trying to process. Trying to understand how I'd been so blind. Then I did what I should have done months ago. I Googled Ben Morrison divorce records. The truth. There were no divorce records. No divorce filing. No divorce decree. Nothing. I searched every database I could access. Public records. Court filings. Ben and Rachel had never gotten divorced. They were still married. I was engaged to a married man. My hands shaking, I called the county clerk's office. Hi, I'm trying to verify a divorce record for Benjamin Morrison and Rachel Morrison. The clerk searched. I'm not showing any divorce records for those names. Can you check marriage records?
Sure. Pause.
I have a marriage record from 2012. Benjamin and Rachel Morrison. No divorce on file. Thank you. I hung up. Walked downstairs where Ben was sitting on the couch, head in his hands. You're still married. He looked up. What? You're still married to Rachel. You never got divorced. His face confirmed everything. I can explain. Explain? You told me you were divorced. For 2 years you've been lying to me. We were going to get divorced. But you didn't. Rachel has lupus. I stopped.
What?
Rachel has lupus. My health insurance from my business covers her. If we got divorced, she'd lose coverage. Her medication costs $4,000 a month without insurance. We couldn't afford it. We stayed married on paper so she could keep coverage.
I stared at him,
Trying to process. You stayed married for health insurance. Yes. And you didn't think to tell me this? I was going to.
When?
Before or after our wedding? Before. I was going to tell you before the wedding. We're supposed to get married in 6 months. I know. I was figuring it out. Rachel's been trying to get on state insurance, but the waiting list is long and… So, what was the plan, Ben? Marry me while still being married to her? Commit bigamy?
No.
We were going to divorce as soon as her insurance came through. But it hasn't. So you've just been, what? Living with both of us? Playing house with your wife while engaged to me? It's not like that. Then what is it like? Because from where I'm standing, you've been living a double life. You moved your wife into our house, had her sleeping in our bed, and lied to me about everything. I love you. You don't love me. You love having a backup plan. You love having your comfortable wife with health insurance and your shiny new fiancé who doesn't know she's the other woman. You're not the other woman. I literally am. She's your wife. I'm the mistress. I grab my suitcase. Where are you going? Anywhere but here. The confrontation, part 2. I didn't leave yet. I couldn't. Instead, I called Rachel. We need to talk. All 3 of us.
Now.
She came over within 20 minutes. We sat in the living room, me, Ben, and his wife. Did you know? I asked Rachel. She looked at the floor. Yes. The whole time? Yes. And you were okay with this? I didn't want to be. But I need the insurance. My medication, my doctor's appointments, the treatments. Without insurance, I'd be bankrupt. Or dead. So, you just went along with Ben dating other people while staying married to him? We have an arrangement. We're married on paper only. We don't have a romantic relationship. Haven't in years. He's free to date. I'm free to date. We're just legally connected for practical reasons. Does he sleep with you?
What?
No. Sophie said you sleep in his bed. When Sophie's here, yes. But Ben sleeps on the couch. We don't share a bed romantically. But you live here. Temporarily. I'm looking for my own place. For 3 months you've been looking? She didn't answer. I turned to Ben. Does Sophie know you're still married? She knows we're not together romantically. Does she know you're legally married? She's 9. She doesn't understand legal versus. Oh my God. I stood up. You're raising your daughter to think this is normal. That lying is okay. That deception is just practical arrangements. We're not lying to her. You lied to me for 2 years about the most fundamental thing, your marital status. Rachel spoke quietly. I'm sorry.
I really am.
But I can't afford to divorce him yet. Then he shouldn't be engaged to someone else.
I told him that.
He didn't listen. I looked at Ben. She told you not to propose to me? He nodded miserably.
And you did anyway.
Knowing you couldn't actually marry me. Knowing you were still married to her. I thought I could fix it before the wedding. You can't fix fraud, Ben. You can't fix lying. You can't fix betrayal. I grabbed my suitcase again. The house, I said. I want my $50,000 back. I don't have it. Figure it out. You have 2 weeks or I'm filing a lawsuit. I left. The aftermath. I moved in with Sarah temporarily. Cried for 3 days straight. Then I got angry. I hired a lawyer. Demanded my money back from the house. Ben fought it at first, but my lawyer was relentless. Your client committed fraud. He accepted money for a shared residence while concealing a legal marriage. We can make this very ugly. Ben paid me back within a month. Took out a loan, apparently. I moved to Denver. Fresh start. New city.
New job.
Cut off all contact with Ben. Blocked his number. Blocked Rachel's number. Blocked his family. Started therapy. My therapist asked what I'd learned. That red flags are red flags for a reason. That no drama is usually code for lots of hidden drama. That if someone's ex is weirdly present, there's usually a reason. What else? That I deserve someone who tells me the truth. Even when it's hard. Especially when it's hard. 6 months after I left, I got a message on LinkedIn from a woman named Amber. Amber. Hi, I know this is random, but did you used to be engaged to Ben Morrison?
Me, yes. Why?
Amber. I'm currently dating him. He told me he's divorced. But something feels off. Did he tell you he was divorced? My heart sank. Me, he told me he was divorced. He's not. He's still legally married to Rachel. Amber. Oh my God. Me. I'm so sorry. I know this is a lot. Amber. He has a ring in his drawer. I found it when I was looking for scissors. I think he's going to propose. Me. Don't say yes. Please. He can't legally marry you anyway. Amber. Why is he still married? Me. Health insurance for Rachel. She has lupus. He claims it's practical. But he doesn't tell the women he dates. Amber. Jesus. Me. I'm really sorry you're going through this. Amber. Thank you for telling me. I'm ending it tonight.
She did.
She also apparently told several mutual friends about what Ben had done. Word spread. Ben's reputation in our professional circles tanked. The reviews. A month after Amber reached out, I was feeling vindictive. I posted reviews on every business site I could find. Google, Yelp, Better Business Bureau. Not fake reviews. Factual ones. Ben Morrison presents himself as divorced, but is actually still legally married. He maintains a relationship with his legal wife while dating other women, without disclosure. This pattern of deception raises serious questions about his integrity in both personal and professional matters. Potential clients should be aware of his willingness to misrepresent fundamental truths. Marriage fraud may seem like a personal issue, but it speaks to character. Choose your financial consultant accordingly. The reviews stayed up. They were factual. No lies. No slander. Just truth. Ben called me from a different number. Take down those reviews.
No.
You're ruining my business. You ruined my life. That's not fair. You committed fraud. You lied about your marital status. You moved your wife into our house. You took my money under false pretenses. And you were about to do it all again to Amber. I'm just making sure people know who they're dealing with. I'll sue you for defamation. Every word is true. You're still married to Rachel. You were engaged to me while married. You tried to get engaged to Amber while married. Those are facts. Sue me if you want. Discovery should be fun. He hung up. The reviews stayed. His business took a hit. Not catastrophic, but noticeable. Some clients left. Some prospects chose other firms. Turns out people don't like working with someone who commits marriage fraud. The divorce. About a year after I left, I heard through mutual acquaintances that Ben and Rachel finally got divorced. Rachel had found a new partner, a man who understood her health situation and helped her navigate getting insurance through the state and his own employer's policy. They got married 6 months later. Apparently, her new husband actually divorced his ex-wife before proposing. Wild concept. Ben tried to reach out after the divorce was finalized. Ben, we're divorced now. I'm sorry for everything. I should have been honest with you from the start. I hope you're happy. I didn't respond.
What was there to say?
Congratulations on finally ending your marriage 2 years after you proposed to me. No thanks. Meeting Gabriel. I met Gabriel at a coffee shop in Denver. He was reading a book on architecture. I complimented his choice. We started talking. He asked me to dinner. On our first date, he told me about his ex-wife. They'd been married for 5 years, divorced 3 years ago, no kids, amicable split. Do you have the divorce decree?
I asked.
He looked surprised. That's a very specific question for a first date. I have trust issues. Fair enough. He pulled out his phone, scrolled through his files, showed me a PDF of his divorce decree.
Wow.
You actually have it on your phone. My ex-wife and I both keep copies. Makes it easier when we need to prove single status for various things.
Why?
Bad experience. You could say that.
I told him about Ben. The whole story.
He listened without interrupting. When I finished, he said, "That's horrible. I'm sorry you went through that. For what it's worth, I'm divorced. Legally, actually completely divorced. No secret wives. No health insurance arrangements. Just a clean split. How do I know you're telling the truth? You can call my ex-wife if you want. I'll give you her number. She'll confirm." That's weird. You asking is weird. Me offering is just meeting you where you are. I laughed for the first time in months. 3 years later, Gabriel and I got married last year.
Small ceremony.
My family, his family, close friends. Before he proposed, he showed me his divorce decree again. Just so there's no question. I cried. Happy tears this time. We bought a house together. Both our names on the deed. Split the down payment equally. No secret ex-wives. No hidden marriages. No lies. Just partnership. I'm 7 months pregnant now. A girl. We're naming her Hope. Gabriel jokes that she's named after what I didn't lose despite Ben's best efforts. He's not wrong. What I learned. Looking back, the red flags were everywhere. No drama with the ex-wife equals red flag. Not meeting the ex-wife for months equals red flag. Ex-wife having a key to our house equals red flag. Ex-wife constantly present equals red flag. Ex-wife sleeping in his bed for the kid equals nuclear red flag. But I ignored them because I wanted to believe Ben was a good guy. I wanted to believe our love story. I wanted it so badly that I ignored reality. Here's what I know now. 1. Trust your gut. If something feels off, it probably is. 2. Red flags don't turn into green lights. They turn into red carpets, leading to disaster. 3. No drama usually means hidden drama. Healthy co-parenting doesn't require constant presence and boundary violations. 4. Verify important information. Divorced means divorced. Marriage records are public. Check them. 5. Character matters. Someone who lies about being married will lie about everything else. 6. You deserve truth. Even when it's hard. Even when it's complicated. Even when it's inconvenient. Ben chose comfort over honesty. He chose his arrangement with Rachel over integrity with me. And that told me everything I needed to know about his character. If you're reading this, I hope you're happy with your new husband. I hope he treats you well. I hope your health is stable. I don't blame you for the insurance situation. Lupus is brutal and healthcare is broken. But I do blame you for going along with Ben's deception. You could have insisted he tell me the truth. You didn't. That was a choice.
To Ben.
If you're reading this, I hope you learn something. I hope you're honest with your next girlfriend. I hope you tell her the truth from day one. I hope you realize that practical arrangements don't justify lying to someone for 2 years. And I hope those reviews stay up forever, reminding you that deception has consequences. To Amber, thank you for reaching out. Thank you for believing me. Thank you for ending it. You deserved better too. I hope you found it. To anyone in a similar situation, if your partner's ex is weirdly present, ask questions. If your partner says they're divorced, verify it. If something feels off, trust that feeling. You're not crazy. You're not paranoid. You're not overreacting. You're noticing red flags. And red flags are there for a reason. Don't ignore them like I did. Don't wait 18 months to find out the truth. Ask the hard questions early. Demand the truth. Accept nothing less. You deserve someone who's actually available. Legally, emotionally, completely. Not someone who's technically still married for practical reasons. Not someone who lives with their ex-wife, but swears it's platonic. Not someone who lies about the most basic fact of their life. You deserve better. I settled for less, and it almost destroyed me. But I survived. I healed. I found real love with someone honest. You can too. Final update. Hope was born 3 weeks ago. She's perfect. Gabriel is the most amazing father. Ben sent a gift. We returned it. Rachel sent a card. I didn't open it. I'm done looking back. My life is here. My family is here. My future is here. And it's built on truth, not lies. That's all that matters.